Hello NFL fans, welcome to NFL Picks with Dave. I'm your host Dave, and today we'll see my NFL picks for Week 15. I'm starting with Thursday Night Football, where the Jets take on the deadly Ravens. Last week, the Jets narrowly defeated the Dolphins 22-21, while the Ravens defeated the Bills 24-17 to get closer to the AFC's number 1 seed. This pick is very easy. I pick the Ravens 35-7 over the weak Jets. I also predict that the Ravens defense will get nice turnovers. Now let's move on to the rest of Week 15. My first Sunday pick takes place in the Tundra, where the Bears clash with the Packers. The Bears defeated the Cowboys 31-24, while the Packers defeated Washington with a score of 20-15. I'm picking the Packers 24-21 over Chicago because they're a better team and it's a home game for them. My next pick is the controversial Patriots over the hopeless Bengals. The Patriots lost a heartbreaker to Kansas City last week, while the Bengals lost to the Browns 27-19. I picked the Patriots 31-24 because of how terrible the Bengals are. My next pick is the Seahawks over the Panthers. The Seahawks lost to the Rams last week with a score of 28-12. The Panthers, meanwhile, lost big time to the Falcons with a score of 40-20. I predict that the Seahawks will rebound and defeat the Panthers. My final score, Seahawks 28, Panthers 21. My next pick is very difficult. It's the Texans taking on the Titans. The winner of this game will seize control of the AFC South. The Texans got whooped by the Broncos 38-24 last week, while the Titans demolished the Raiders 42-21. I picked the Titans 24-23 because they played a better game than the Texans did. My next picks are the Eagles over the Redskins 38-14, the Giants over the Dolphins 20-17, the Lions over the Buccaneers 27-24, and the Chiefs over the Broncos 31-28. Now let's move on to the later games. My first late game pick is the Browns over the Cardinals. The Cardinals lost to the Steelers with a score of 23-17 last week, while the Browns defeated the Bengals. I picked the Browns 17-10 because they're a more talented team than the Cardinals are. My next pick is very easy. It's the Raiders over the Jaguars. The Raiders got ran over by the Titans, while the Jags were electrocuted by the Chargers 45-10 last week. Since the Raiders had a slightly better performance, I picked them 42-10. This next pick is also easy. It's the Chargers taking on the Vikings. The Vikings defeated the Lions 20-7, while the Chargers destroyed the Jaguars. I think that the Vikings will defeat the Chargers 24-14. And I won't be surprised if the fans watching the game will chant, "Skull!" This next pick is the easiest pick of the week. It's the 49ers over the Falcons. San Francisco got the hard-earned win in the Superdome last week, defeating the Saints 48-46, and one of the most highest-scoring games in the NFL, while the Falcons got a big win over the Panthers. I picked the 49ers 45-17 over the Falcons. My next pick is the Rams over the horrible Cowboys. The Rams got the must-win over the Seahawks last week to stay alive in the playoff race, while the Cowboys got beaten up by Khalil Mack and the Bears. If the Rams lose this game, they're basically out of the playoffs, but if they win, they're still in the hunt. I picked the Rams 34-13 over Dallas. Now let's move on to the last two primetime games. My first primetime game pick takes place in Heinz Field, where the Bills will square off against the Steelers. The Bills lost to the Ravens, while the Steelers defeated the Cardinals. This game is a very important one for these two teams. The loser will move to the 6th seed, while the winner goes to the 5th seed. Since this is in Heinz Field, I picked the Steelers 21-18 over the Bills. And now, my last pick of the week. It's the Colts taking on the Saints. The Colts lost to the Bucs 38-35 last week, while the Saints lost a heartbreaker to the 49ers. I predict that the Saints will rebound and destroy the Colts 27-10, ending the Colts' season. That does it for my NFL picks for Week 15. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to get the latest videos and posts I do. Also, follow me on Twitter. My account name is @DaveNader2. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you again soon.